Dear ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the analysis of YOLENO TV. I hope you're well from wherever you're watching this channel. I'd like to start this session by appreciating everyone who is making this channel grow. If you wish to support us, just subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua has apologized for the ongoing political wrangle between him and the former president UHURU KENYATTA. He also went further to refer to UHURU KENYATTA as his elder. Gachagua declared that he was ready to end the cold blood that has existed since UHURU supported Raila Amolo Odinga. So in a Star news portal, Rigathi went further to say, I have not met with UHURU to talk, but he knows where I am. He has my phone number. If he calls me, I will go because he is my elder brother. I don't have any problem with him. We will talk. We respect him a lot. I can also give him some advice. Even if I'm younger than him, I will tell him that fighting with Sabina is lowering his respect. According to information we have, it's alleged that Sabina Chege had approached Rigathi Gachagua for political assistance because things were not going according to the expectations of Sabina Chege. Should I remind you that Sabina Chege is fighting UHURU KENYATTA for the Jubilee party leadership? Of course, I'm not supposed to do that because we all know that Sabina Chege forced herself to be the acting party leader, terming UHURU KENYATTA as an absent party leader. So that has been the reason why Chege's ooze has continued to escalate. And I don't want to discuss about what happened in the parliament because the last video we did was about Wetangula's own goal, where Wetangula decided to use a court order, whereas in 2018 he didn't want the court order to be used. So I don't want to talk about that. So let's get into this issue of Gachagua and Gachagua wanting for some truce with UHURU KENYATTA. I want to take you back a bit to the Northlands forest attack during the maandamano. And some days prior to that attack, there was talk of a planned attack on some political bigwigs, and whereby Raila exposed Kimani Ichung'wah, Ndindi Nyoro, and Gachagua to have met and planned something that was going to happen. And then it happened that on that particular day, something strange happened. There was that Northlands attack on the forest. So Gachagua has always wanted to have a political, exchange with UHURU KENYATTA. But UHURU KENYATTA, being a statesman, has always tried the best he can and used wisdom to address Rigathi Gachagua's issue. And by that, it means UHURU KENYATTA has never seen any sense in responding to someone who is lower than him. Gachagua is not on the same league with UHURU KENYATTA. Even if he is the second in command, he is not in the same league. And that is what UHURU KENYATTA has always sent to Rigathi Gachagua, the message that he has sent to Rigathi Gachagua indirectly. So what Rigathi Gachagua is doing right now is trying to communicate to UHURU that, you see, no, look here, we can have a seat, talk, have some chit chat, and talk about this issue of Sabina Chege. I know that Sabina Chege realizes that she made a mistake. It is only that in politics, always retracting your words maybe can become difficult because you're a politician who's supposed to stand by your word. Even though we know that there are people in Kenya Kwanza who don't mean what they said and say what they didn't mean. Exactly, that's what has been happening. So Gachagua has felt that the ground shift in Mount Kenya is beginning to affect him. I did an analysis like the past 2 videos where I talked about ground shift, and in that video I talked about an event that was convened by Rigathi Gachagua, whereby senators, notable number of senators, skipped the meeting. So numerous senators skip. That was a direct message to Rigathi Gachagua that, look here, you cannot have your cake and eat it. You can't coerce us to make a decision you want. Gachagua has been on a campaign trail for the finance bill that is true and popular within the Mount Kenya, and the people in Mount Kenya seems to be having one say. We don't want anything to do with this finance bill. That is the message that is being sent from the people in Mount Kenya. No, things cannot be as usual. And that explains why Wamuchomba has maintained her ground despite the fact that Rigathi Gachagua and Ruto threatened the people who are opposing it. But the opposition is real. The people in Githunguri are talking about this thing from a realistic perspective. We don't want this thing. We don't want to be part of this thing. So Gachagua seems to have seen that these issues in the Mount Kenya zinamtoka. You know, there are so many clips I would have loved to share with you. So many clips during the campaigns where Ruto said a number of things that many people found that this was maybe a bishop of some kind, a bishop of some kind, but many people looked at William Ruto as the shepherd that they always wanted. And that explains why this video that I'm sharing with you, just check this video first.
Kitabu ya Isaya 10 na mstari wa kwanza inasema, ole wenu mnaotunga sheria zisizo na haki, watu mnaopitisha sheria za kugandamiza, mnaonyima maskini haki zao. Hapo neno la Mungu linasema, nyinyi mnaofanya kazi hiyo mtajificha wapi adhabu ya Mungu ikikuja?
Yes, in that statement from Ruto, he talks about punitive laws, punitive tax. And that is the message. But what are we experiencing now? A total shift from that narrative. So that's why I find that the best thing that Gachagua realizes that he can do is to create a political truce with Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, because he fought Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta and peddled lies. Right now, he can't continue to fight Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta because the people on the ground are beginning to realize that Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta was right. And that informs why Gachagua has called for that dialogue between him and Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. But the question is, do you think Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta will respond? If you ask me, I will tell you that none of that will happen. Because for that to happen, I know Murathe might want to create some conditions. If that is to happen, they are first of all to go public and retract the lies that they peddled in Mount Kenya that saw some citizens look at Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta as an enemy. So that lie, they first of all have to undo it. And then the pressure from Maina Njenga is also another factor. So Gachagua seems to be like a lone ranger within the Mount Kenya. And if the senator skipped his meeting, that can only explain that vitu zitabadilika. Likes of Kimani Ichung'wah, the likes of Ndindi Nyoro, if they are not careful, a re-election will be a challenge, big challenge to them. People like Sabina Chege, they will not be voted in. I mean, Sabina Chege should forget about positions in the Mount Kenya for now, because watu wanamwangalia and the people are understanding the way she's addressing these issues. And as a matter of fact, Sabina Chege will have to rethink her position if she wants to be relevant politically. As I speak right now, she's becoming totally irrelevant in matters of politics. Totally irrelevant. So she went to Rigathi Gachagua, trying to talk Rigathi Gachagua into talking to Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta to desist from assuming that position of party leadership. What does that mean? What that means is very simple. That Sabina and Rigathi Gachagua have known that they created this problem on their own and they cannot end it. I know that Gachagua could be positioning himself for a Jubilee leadership position because he knows that in UDA he doesn't have a political future. UDA is a Rift Valley affair. That's the reality, because the people in Mount Kenya will kick out all the UDA, and should that happen, that means UDA itakuwa imesukumwa kwa Rift Valley, huko imebaki Rift Valley, so itakuwa ni a regional party. Cleophas Malala is trying to create some artificial solution to some regions. Regions will not vote for UDA come 2027. That is one thing that Cleophas Malala should know, because Gachagua has already known. And that is the reason why I said in this analysis some couple of videos ago that the truth of the matter is not even Sabina Chege being the party leader. The party leader of Jubilee could be Gachagua, who is eyeing that position, because he knows that to beat Mudavadi, he must be a political kingpin in his backyard. He must be a political leader of the Jubilee. So that explains why Jubilee must be snatched at all costs from Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. If that is not done, then Rigathi Gachagua's political future in Mount Kenya, dead end. Dear ladies and gentlemen, I would like to raise my case there, but I started off by telling you what Gachagua has said, and that was exposed in one of the Star newspapers. So dear viewers, allow me to wind up there, and I would like to hear what your takes are regarding this call from Gachagua. Kindly respond below the comment section, and also like to urge you to stay safe, stay blessed until we catch up again in our next analysis.